It's 2,000 words long. It's about Miles Edgeworth having sex with a carrot.
Alright. So when you say short and sweet, are we referring to the carrot?
Maybe. Can you say that one again once we're starting? Because that's a good line.
I thought that we were starting.
Well, we still got to do an intro, Grace. We still got to do banter. We still got to do everything.
Oh, come on. When have we ever, had a solid way of doing things? This is the banter. This is the
Well,
banter,
we
mate.
need to start
Oh,
with at
hi,
least
welcome to the
hello.
shipping forecast. Sorry we put the banter before it, but you're welcome about that quip about the carrots.
Okay, we've put the cart before the horse, and the carrot also before the horse. I can talk about carrots first if you like.
Because if you put the carrot behind the horse, it would be a very different scenario.
Yes, it would.
No, that's the way you make your horse do donuts.
Talking of carrots and behinds, hello, welcome to the shipping forecast. This week, I've been reading a fic called Long Hard C, and there's like an underscore to fill in the blanks. It's by someone called Vicky Vicarious, and it's part of a series called Tawdry Turnabouts.
It's really nice that we got the cold open out of the way first, though, isn't it?
You know what? We might swoop back and do an intro. I'm just going to dive straight in.
Go on, then.
Let's do a proper intro at least.
Oh my shit, I found a chocolate bar, Nick.
Oh my, great.
Oh, amazing.
Okay.
I am amazed, but it's a very fancy flavour. It calls itself with Anglesey sea salt, and it's like just milk chocolate with a. It's milk chocolate with fucking salt in it. Like, don't give me this bullshit.
Oh, that's lovely. To be fair, I quite like that.
Yeah, but it's a bit pretentious when it goes, oh, it's from Anglesey. I've been to Anglesey, it ain't fucking special.
I'd like to apologise to any listeners from Anglesey, if there are any.
Stay in Anglesey.
Grace doesn't mean anything.
We don't want you here.
Fucking hell.
That's not Grace. Hello, welcome to the shipping forecast. I'm James. As always, I'm joined by Nick.
Hello.
And Grace.
Hello.
And today, we're going to review some of the fics we've been reading over the last week after searching through the Phoenix Wright fandom.
Yeah, but you knew that anyway. You've listened.
You knew that anyway, because the cold open about the fucking carrots means I guess I'm going to jump right into it. So, as I mentioned, this is Long Hard C by Vicky Vicarious, which is part of the Tawdry Turnabouts series. There's quite a few in this series, and I skimmed through a couple of them. I enjoyed most of them. There was one I didn't like at all, but we'll get back to that. The tags for this include crack, smut, inanimate object porn, alternate universe, Phoenix Wright kink meme, nobody look at me, this became a kink meme, and the relationship is Miles Edgeworth with a carrot.
Does what it says on the tin, then.
Oh, yeah.
Right, now talk about your carrot.
Jim's carrot.
This is not my carrot. I don't like carrots.
We know, you're from Hull.
So, the story begins with young Miles Edgeworth in, I believe, I think it's middle school, actually. I don't know when Americans get their first sex ed. For us, it would be like early high school, late primary school.
I'd say, well, I can only remember it being early high school.
Do you remember when... I know in our class they did it differently. They brought in... Maybe this says more about our class than anything else. But they brought in dildos for us.
Yes, that happened.
There were the condoms, and they were like, okay, you've got to put the condom on this fake plastic penis.
Yeah.
Well, for Miles Edgeworth, it was going to be a banana, but Larry ate the banana.
Oh.
Larry Butts is another minor character in the Phoenix Wright universe, incidentally. He's called Larry Butts. There's a saying about him, if something stinks, it's usually the butts.
Ah, I see.
He's on trial quite often, but he's one of the childhood friends of Mars and Phoenix.
But he's on trial quite often. That's a bit of a conflict of interest. He
keeps finding himself in a sticky situation, and Phoenix usually has to bail him out by being his lawyer.
I was going to say, that's a little bit of a conflict of interest, isn't it?
Yeah, if I remember right, he's usually in the tutorial levels.
Oh, I see.
Miles isn't involved.
Yeah.
Anyway, the banana, there wasn't a banana. So Mr. Hibbins had to use a carrot.
I see.
And this awakened something in Miles.
Oh.
If I may
I've
read a
just read
bit
one
from
of the
this.
lines.
This was the first instance, and the one that linked carrots and sexuality in Miles's mind, and for a while, for years in fact, it seemed like a fairly innocent connection. He blushed at the sight of a full-size carrot remembering that class. But surely that was to be expected of any young hormonal boy in such a situation.
Did he go to Eton or something?
No, he went to a fairly normal school, thinking about it. You do see, like, childhood flashbacks for young Miles Edgeworth in the games. And it looks like a fairly normal Japanese high school.
Long, long orange carrots that curved a little and felt textured against his fingers.
Yeah.
A little rough and so long.
So this first chapter just sort of talks about as he grows up, he thinks about carrots from time to time in a fairly sexual way.
Oh my god.
And he has dreams about sort of yanking his cock alongside a carrot. Then it gets to puberty, and the others are starting to notice girls and boys, and Miles is just like, no, none of this is really doing it for me. But carrots, on the other hand.
So
Fucking
his
hell.
friends are all going to strip clubs and he's off down the allotment.
Yeah, so they watched porn together on Larry's 18th birthday, and Miles felt bored. The next day, he went grocery shopping, and he was just stood there in front of the
And was-
carrots.
Oh, it is.
And was almost
He couldn't
escorted out
deny
of
it
the
anymore.
Tesco.
We'll get to that. But
Oh no,
No.
does he not take the carrot home first?
we'll get to that.
Oh my god.
Shortly after his high school graduation, Miles discovered he loved the way they felt in his ass.
Well, I suppose that's the next sort of logical step, isn't it?
Exactly.
He'd been taking a break from carrots.
Yeah, the next line is he'd been taking a break from carrots over the few months. He starts to sort of try and repress his love for carrots. And it does mention somewhere in here that Phoenix Wright confesses his love to him, and Miles is just like, no, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Men
but
don't
you're
do
not
it
a
for me.
carrot.
Sorry. I'm in love with carrots.
Pretty much. But he spent most of his university days sort of doing his best to avoid his carrot thing. He sort of represses it a little bit. I'm just going to read this next paragraph because I love the way this is done.
Okay.
But then it was graduation day, and the valedictorian gave a speech that was all about finding and accepting your true self. Phoenix decided to go to a law school, and Larry decided to become a taco salesman.
A taco salesman.
Yes.
Not
I like to
fast
imagine
food
that's door to
worker.
door.
A taco salesman.
Pro taco salesman.
Hello, sir. Can I interest you in this lovely soft taco?
And his father told Miles he was proud of him, that he could be anything he wanted to be. And there was a sense of promise in the air. He felt so free, so really very... He stopped by the grocery store on the way home. And it was everything he dreamed about. The carrot he'd chosen was a long one, tapered to a round tip at the end, wide at the base with leaves still attached. And he felt a warm flush within him at the thought of sticking out his ass, the rush of a carrot inside of him where it belonged.
Wow. Miles Edgeworth really loves carrots.
Do you want me to read the next paragraph? It's kind of graphic.
Yeah, crack on. Why not?
It hurt a little. Despite plenty of preparation, the carrot stretched him too far. A long, slow as he pressed it further and further in, until he was panting, and there were tears on his cheeks. And still he couldn't quite get it all the way in. It was too thick near the base. You feel the tip deep inside him. And then he started to pull it back out, still slow, and it felt so good. He was grasping and shivering and just fucking himself slow and deep on the carrot that he loved. And Mars had never felt so good. He came so hard he blacked out.
Oh no.
All he needed was a carrot under the sheets next to him.
Wow.
That's chapter 1.
But
Oh,
chapter
what?
There's
Yeah.
more of
There's
this.
2 chapters, yep.
Okay.
I'm guessing Phoenix finds out.
I don't like just reading a fic because I do feel we should add our own commentary, but there's so many good lines in this. I just have to jump right in.
Go
When
on, then.
Miles Edgeworth woke up naked in the middle of the vegetable section of the grocery store, an entire display case's worth of sexy vegetables scattered around him, and even a few fruits. He noticed with a blush as his eyes landed on a thick banana. He wasn't especially worried.
He wasn't. He's woken up naked
He's woken
in
up,
the middle of the grocery store, and he's not
blackout
especially
drunk.
worried.
Yeah, little bit hungover. He's holding a carrot. He's naked. There's a lot of other fruit and veg around him. And then Detective Gumshoe walks in. The security cameras had picked up him getting frisky the night before, and the police had been called in. Gumshoe managed to arrange it so he was the only one to show up, but he had no choice except to arrest the chief prosecutor.
Oh my god! Imagine this going to trial.
We're getting there.
Like,
Oh my god.
it does go to trial.
So, Miles isn't concerned. He said, yeah, he's willing to pay for everything because he is a wealthy man. But he's still in police custody, and can you guess which defense attorney comes in?
Oh, it's
Phoenix Wright.
Oh no!
Only Phoenix says, "I'm not here to talk about your defense. I can't defend you." Miles, I saw the tape.
Wow!
I cannot defend you because I know you're guilty.
Because we know what's going on. This is
Yeah.
indefensible. You fucked all those vegetables, and some of them fucked you.
Part of it anyway, and broccoli to tickle yourself, an apple as a gag, wrapping spinach around, and
Yeah.
both a banana and an onion. What the hell? I can't even talk about the carrot.
Oh, so he hadn't done anything that unusual.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. He hasn't come to defend him. This is an intervention, isn't it? Oh my god, it actually is.
Yeah.
Shit the bed.
Yeah, so Miles is sent to therapy, and he gets a restraining order. You're banned
On
from going near
vegetables.
carrots. And any
No,
other vegetables,
Miles
all
whispered.
uncut fruit and veg.
No.
It's for the
Restraining
best,
order
Miles.
for
Phoenix
all.
mumbled sadly and turned away.
Oh,
and that's
no.
where it ends.
No, he is visually stuffing his carrot into a shirt to protect it. The guard drew closer. I can't. They're not the same. Right, don't do this. It's for the best, Miles. I went sadly and turned
Wow.
away.
Yeah, we don't normally read fics with a sad ending, but
Do you know?
here we
Do you
are.
know what I don't understand?
Okay, what part of this don't you understand?
Right. Okay.
Tell me.
Here's the
Which
thing.
part of this is weird to you?
Here's the thing. Okay. Miles Edgeworth, you have said he's a wealthy man.
Yep.
He probably could have avoided having his beloved vegetables taken away from him if he'd bought them all from the grocery store and taken them home.
Yeah, but it was the raw. I don't want to say animalistic. It's probably more vegetabilistic lust.
Have you've thought about this?
No, I.
So reading
You know that he
it,
woke
it
up
looks
blackout
like...
drunk. That means he was just really horny, and then he walked past the 24-hour Tesco, and it was just like, oh,
It's like, yeah,
I'm so horny. I don't even have time to buy these carrots and get them home. I'm just gonna jam them up my ass.
we're just gonna
right
do
now
it here
in the vegetable aisle.
I mean,
While there's which he's a smart man. He should know there's security camera footage.
I know, but we all do
that is
things
that is a thing with people though. I remember hearing about someone who only got off on like grass and stuff, and he had to be like taken away from public lawns and shit, and like and like for therapy they ended up just putting AstroTurf in his room.
Because he couldn't be aroused by Astros.
It's just so he had like
That's
a
tragic.
place to vent, but
I resent that verdict, because if he just had grass in his back garden,
he didn't have a back garden.
Oh, okay, that's the problem.
Well,
yeah, he was going to public spaces where there was grass to.
I mean,
maybe out.
I suppose maybe for some people it's like the thrill of being watched.
Oh, maybe.
Or being discovered. You know,
Ooh.
like
Oh, maybe.
it's a bit more like, like risque if it's like, oh, there's somebody going to come in any second, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, there is that.
They're going to
People do
discover
like
that
that.
I'm having an affair with
the fruit and veg section.
with the fruit veg section.
I don't
Oh,
know. I
boy.
can't really get into the head of Miles Edgeworth as he jams a carrot up his ass.
So when are we going to see the VeggieTales crossover?
Oh no. No.
So, as I mentioned, this is part of a series of 10 works, and they're all sort of standalone, unrelated sex acts.
Oh, okay,
They're all fairly well written. The ones of note, I'm just going to mention. There is one involving Godot and a lady called Wendy Oldbag, who I'll let you Google in your own time.
Wendy Oldbag.
Yes, she is a crazy old lady.
I don't know.
Just reading the tag is I'm alternately proud and horrified that I've written this.
Yeah.
Then a separate tag, the winning emotion is probably horror though, not gonna lie.
So I did read that one, and it's a horrifying mental image. Directly below that, you'll see a hairy situation, which involves Phoenix fucking Clavier using his hair. Like if you look at Phoenix Wright's design, he's got that long hair spike.
Hair sex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just jamming the hair up Clavier's butt.
Fucking hell, the hair gel on that to
Yeah,
maintain the shape.
it didn't work
Jesus
particularly
wept.
well.
I
No.
can imagine.
And the one
That's
I
bold
read that I
coming
didn't.
from a man who doesn't have hair.
So the one I'll say I don't like, and it's worth me mentioning this regardless, is one called Still by Vicky Vicarious.
Okay.
The summary is Godot has erectile dysfunction. It's not funny at all.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I
bless
didn't
him.
like this one. It's very well written, but it made me sad, and that's why I don't like it.
Oh my god.
But then again, I feel like that was kind of the point of this fic. It's like
Yeah.
it's a super sad. So Godot has a coma in the game. He wakes up from this fic goes into the details of him coming out of the coma and realizing he doesn't really have anything to live for, and his body has been ruined by sort of the time he spent in the hospital,
Oh dear.
and also the poison. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
super
that is
depressing,
sad.
and I didn't like it. I don't recommend reading this one. It is still very good.
I mean,
just-
if you want that sort of thing, then yeah, recommend it. But if
Yes,
you
if
don't,
you want
then
to be sad,
don't.
read this fic because it will make you sad, and yeah, arguably that was the point.
Just like in amongst all the crack as well.
Yeah, it's whiplash, isn't it? This starts
Yeah.
with Miles Edgeworth shags a carrot and ends with Godot has erectile dysfunction and nothing left to live for.
Oh.
This is the equivalent of, instead of changing from 5th to 4th on the motorway, you change from 5th to 1st.
Yeah,
And like
don't know
your
what that
engine,
means, but sure.
yeah, your engine leaps out of the bonnet in a fucking tangled mess. This is exactly what that is. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Yes, it is. But regardless of the fact I didn't enjoy it, Vicky Vicarious, this is still a very well written fic, and
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I'm assuming with a name like Vicky, you're not a bloke, so you probably don't quite understand this stuff. But that doesn't matter.
be
You captured
Victor.
it very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been reading this week.
I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was very
definitely
fun.
well written. I encourage. We don't have time to go through all of these. I encourage looking at the one with Wendy Oldbag. So Nick, what have you been reading?
Yeah, Nick, what have you been reading?
I'm not sure I can top that, to be honest, but
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
okay, so I have been reading.
Oh, this is meta.
So yes, I've been reading a fic called
Nice.
"So I've Read" by Pyrasaur, and the summary, it kind of tells you everything you need to know. One click led to another, and before Phoenix knew it, he was staring down a wall of short stories labeled Edgeworth/Reader. Phoenix Wright is reading /fic, ladies and germs.
Oh my.
Reading /fic about his best friend.
About his best friend.
And
yes.
possible husband, depending who you ask.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's get into it. It is pretty meta, this. Our man Phoenix, he's browsing the internet, looking at some news, gossip columns, cute dog pictures, the usual, apparently. And then he gets on to, Miles Edgeworth, looks at his fan following and things like that, and that's how Phoenix is led down the path, and he's looking at slashfic, which involve Edgeworth and the reader.
Bloody hell.
Ah, the rational part of his brain murmured. The slash must have been why it was called slash fanfic.
You know what's really bad? I've never actually made that mental connection before.
Are you learning
What?
something today?
The reason it's called slash fiction is it's the slash in the pairing name.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait a second.
We're almost 2 years into this. I'd never made that connection.
Hang on a minute. You brought me in as the
Yeah.
layman who
I
didn't
know.
know fuck all about fanfiction.
Hey.
Even I knew that.
I know plenty about fan fiction and slash fiction. I didn't realize the slash was why it's
What did you think? Taking a slash in the toilet?
I never understood why it was called slash fiction, to be perfectly honest.
The shipping forecast, James, ladies and gentlemen.
Not even us know what we're on about.
I'm smart.
Or we
Sometimes.
try to grammar, and we can't.
The esteemed captain of our ship.
I finally made the connection.
Captain, iceberg ahead. What? What's an iceberg? Right.
Obviously, the green bit is land, right?
Okay, come
I
on.
messed that quote up. Carry on.
Oh man, okay. Right, so basically, Maya Fey, his sort of assistant and buddy, Phoenix asked what slash fiction meant, and she'd replied, "They're adult stories for adults." She's just 19, but Phoenix is like, how the fuck does she know this sort of thing? And it's like, well, she's 19, she's on the internet, she must know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phoenix is sitting there contemplating the wall of slash fic he is now faced with. Stock still on his couch, as though any sudden movement might cause the slash fics to attack. I think we can relate, ladies and gentlemen. We've all been there, to be fair.
Oh, come on.
So, yep, Edgeworth slash reader, the stories continue to croon. One of them even specified a male reader.
I mean, I think it's quite a realistic fear, considering I have been attacked by fanfiction.
Have you? Well, you felt targeted rather than attacked.
Yep, fishmen are now big titty cow BFs.
Fuck off.
Which I'm going to refer that AU as from now until the end of time. Okay, so Phoenix is contemplating. He's also wondering whether he should be looking at this sort of shit.
He should.
He ought to look that up and just make sure it's not slander or anything. Or to delete his browser history, close the laptop, open the law book, and pretend this misclick never happened. But of course, the fanfics keep calling.
So that I can relate to.
I like this line. Can I read it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Jeez, it was hot in Phoenix's apartment. He supposed as he raked his hair back, unseasonably hot. Temperature hot, not like things probably contained within those fanfictions. Yes, any minute now he was going to tear himself away and go clean the entire apartment. But then his eyes landed on the content tags. Oh, so good.
Yep. Okay, so
before he could do something sensible, he clicked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's seen what's happening in these fics, and he's seen what Miles Edgeworth is doing with male reader in this fix. And he decides, yeah, I'm going to have a crack at
I
that.
love the fic that he's reading.
So, yep, he clicked with wild abandon and watched text fill the screen. He was the nameless reader now. The one juxtaposed with Edgeworth in the fantasy no one needed to know about.
I love It's very My Immortal, isn't it?
It is,
like
yes.
the fic that he's reading.
Yeah.
Like they've cranked it up.
If anyone catches you two here, Edgeworth murmurs, both your careers will be over. So we can surmise that this male reader is another lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Or somebody involved with the courts.
Okay, I'm calling it now. Maya is writing this.
Yeah.
she ships them.
You
that
shall
would
see.
make a lot of sense.
You shall see.
Oh.
Here we go.
Or it's the judge.
So, he's reading the fanfic. He's reading about Edgeworth digging two thick, manly fingers into your cravat. Thick, manly fingers, Phoenix found himself incredulously mouthing while he chose to ignore his hands sneaking into his track pants. So
Oh,
he's down for this now. He is absolutely here. So, and it turns out Phoenix thinks it's pretty well written. Almost a treat, in fact. He decided with a firm grip on his cock and his last sliver of shame melting in the heat, this was a nice little indulgence. I'm really sorry. I never like to read all these things cover to cover, but I think this deserves it, to be honest.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking go for it.
So he's reading on, and Edgeworth is blowing male reader now. Edgeworth swallows you like he was born to do it. His tongue full
No, Nick,
and generous.
No, this is romantic. Put some effort into it. Make it sound like an M&S advert.
Ah, I see.
Edgeworth swallows you like he was born to do. Okay,
Are you
can
doing
do
it?
You can do it.
Edgeworth swallows you like he was born to do it. His tongue full and generous against the underside of your manhood. He moans softly on your head falls back.
It sounds like you're doing a car advert. I'm sorry.
The new Skoda Fabia from 1995. Skoda, please sponsor us. We need company cars.
No. No, we don't.
Hey, hang on.
can't
He
afford the
moans
petrol.
softly around you. Your head falls back.
Pompadour
bouncing.
bouncing.
Wait, his pompadour. Why would the reader have a pompadour? Did anyone wear those anymore? This was weird. Too specific.
Yep.
There is a character with a pompadour, and I can't think who it is.
He reads the fucking tags, and at the end of the list came a 1-2 punch of simple terrible words. I guess the reader is supposed to be Winston Payne.
Winston Payne? Fuck.
He was hot when he was young, fight me. And I googled who Winston Payne was, and he does have a very splendid pompadour.
Yeah. I forgot. Winston Payne is the lawyer you fight in the first... He's the tutorial prosecutor in every single game. Including the Victorian one.
So there
Like, you fight
go.
his ancestor, who also has a pompadour.
Yeah, so there you go. Winston Payne is being blown by Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, that's worse.
And Phoenix is getting off to this and quite enjoying it. So it turns out that Phoenix is a fan fiction reader like us all.
Who is writing Winston Payne fanfic?
Nick, why are you in this?
Am I in this?
20 minutes and 1 tense cab right later, Phoenix knocked hard on Maya's door. Nick, she asked, wide-eyed and pajama clad.
Oh, Nick is short for Phoenix.
Nick is short
right.
for Phoenix. It's not me.
Yeah.
Still.
I wasn't wanking to Miles Edgeworth / reader fanfiction.
I don't believe you.
I was going to say, not yet, I'm not. So yeah, anyway, basically, Phoenix is a little bit weirded out by this. He goes to Maya's house, basically hands her the laptop, goes, get rid of this, please, great, thanks, Maya, see you tomorrow, and then runs back down the stairs.
Just clear your browser history, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So, like...
Don't give it to your assistant to wipe out.
The fic ends on Phoenix realising that she's probably going to look at it, so he hopes and prays that he's going to put together, like, a cover story over why he was looking at Miles Edgeworth / reader / fic.
Miles / Winston.
Yeah, Miles / Winston, as it turns out. So, yeah, there you go. This was also a podfic, in case anybody's interested, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I proper enjoyed the whole sort of meta thing.
Yeah, no, this was done well.
Yeah.
I like that.
They nailed the cheesy writing in the meta.
We all thought it was going to be him and Phoenix, but no, it was Mr. Payne.
Yeah,
That is
that
so
curveball,
left field.
that absolute curveball.
I need to check, actually.
And
I'm just curious how many fics there are about Winston Payne. Because it can't be many. I wouldn't think of him as a popular character.
oh, is he kind of forgettable? I didn't do that much research. I just sort of...
He's just kind of there. Like, he's the tutorial lawyer who you fight before a cool lawyer comes in.
So I'm guessing
you can fight
he's
instead.
not a brilliant prosecutor then.
No.
Right.
No, he's really
I
not.
see.
There are 140 fics about Winston Payne.
Oh, well, that's
bloody hell.
more than I thought. Bless him.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It did say he was hot when he was younger, so like, are they all him when he was younger?
I don't agree that he was hot when he was younger.
I don't know what he looks like in the first place, to be honest.
Right, hold that thought.
I will judge if he was hot when he was younger.
Winston
Thank you, Judge.
Payne. Here we go.
Also, if I haven't already said, everyone's name is a pun in the English translation.
Yeah, this is Winston Payne when he was younger.
Oh dear.
He thinks he's Elvis, but he's got specs, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
And he's not that much. That was him in the prequel, so that was when Mia Fey was starting out as a lawyer. So it's only like 5 years before the main
I was gonna
games.
say, younger, he still looks like he's a 40-year-old holding on to his 20s with that hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly, I've just found this pose, which made me giggle.
Yeah, he loses his hair more and more as you play.
Yeah, I found this
bless
pose,
him.
which made me giggle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, his
poor
comb
man.
over falls apart when you fight him.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
That's even better.
He just sort of loses his composure. And he gradually has less and less hair. That's why it's funny with the pompadour in the prequel. It's like, that's when he had the most hair. And every time he loses, he gets less and less.
That's incredible.
Mm,
That's a bit of world building right there, I think.
yeah. Yeah, they're surprisingly good at world building in these.
I can imagine.
And, yeah. As I say, you meet his ancestor in the one I'm playing now.
Oh,
Who has a
dear.
similar haircut. You can just tell it's like,
Oh, it's just falling through his face.
yeah, it's just him in a kimono.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's him in the most recent game. The one that's set in feudal Japan.
Let's have a look. Ah, yes, he's got even less hair
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
He's just, for the benefit of our listener, imagine like Kelsey Grammer's haircut.
Who?
Frasier.
Imagine a feudal Japan haircut.
Does nobody know who Frasier is?
I don't know, and you guys can look up Winston Payne on your
Yeah,
own
just
time.
Google Winston Payne. That's even easier.
Yeah,
And it'll be accurate.
Yeah, ignore my terrible attempt.
it'll be
at world
better
building.
than the descriptions of someone who may or may not look like Frasier. So, yeah, I enjoyed those.
Yeah, they were fun.
Have I tempted you guys into playing the Phoenix Wright games?
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing what they were all about. If one came up on Swift, they sound really enjoyable.
So the original trilogy are on the Switch.
Oh, nice. I might have a look at the original trilogy. See if I can maybe pick them up cheap.
I would recommend it.
It's like L.A. Noire, only less per-faced.
Mm-hmm. And none of the driving around and shooting, and just crime scene.
Yes.
Crime scenes and interrogation.
Yeah, which, to be fair, were the best bits of L.A. Noire.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Grace, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's definitely the most cracky fandom we've looked at in a while, isn't it?
I mean, to
It
be
is,
fair,
yeah.
the source material,
The source material is equally crack as well.
the source
Yeah.
material is crack, and then there was that one about the erectile dysfunction because there's always one.
Yeah,
that
and that
take it
was-
into realism.
And
Yeah,
that was running into a brick wall.
I was tempted for us to cover that and then do and now a very special episode of the shipping forecast.
Yeah, where we
And
start
it-
advertising Viagra, right?
And we just look to the side like, erectile dysfunction is no joke. And, I don't know.
And then we cut
consult
out
your doctor.
We do
all
the
the
sad
bits where we
episode.
try not to piss ourselves laughing because we're childish and it's because it's got the word.
Maybe for
erect
April
in it, we
Fools
all
we'll do
get
a
that.
sad episode.
I want to do a sad episode.
Yeah, I think we'd struggle.
Do you know what that sounded like, though?
What?
The now a special episode from the shipping forecast.
Or-
It sounded like we were just going to sort of, for just £2 a month, you too can help guys like John
for
maintain
just
his
£2
erection.
John can finally have sex again
No.
without bottoming.
I tell
Actually,
you
I
what,
think for April Fools we'll do. We should read like Jane Austen or something.
what?
You know, like something that isn't fanfic, just like a genuine literature that we can review.
Why don't we
And
read?
take the piss out of.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or we could read an actual fan fiction, which is genuine literature.
Oh, like Twilight.
No.
I know what we
Dumbass.
should do. We should do the Iliad and the Odyssey, and the episode should
Yeah.
be several weeks long.
Oh no, I know. Okay, the most famous fanfiction, The Divine Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cover that for April Fools.
Oh,
Because that is fan fiction of the Bible.
fucking
Fair
hell.
enough.
It is, though. It's self-insert of the bloke sort of going into hell and sort of seeing all the people he doesn't like sort of there. Including people who are still alive that were his political enemies.
What on earth?
Yeah,
Why are they
Divine
there
Comedy.
if they're still alive?
Because he was like, you know that guy? Fuck him.
What?
It's my fic. I'll do what I want.
Oh, for
I want to read that in the Divine Comedy. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Fuck him. He's going to
Okay,
hell.
you know what? Yeah, tell you what. I'll write Divine Comedy 2, and it'll start with David Cameron, right?
Right.
5th layer.
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Hell you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Piers Morgan's there too, and all that shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it'd be like that.
Oh, happy day.
Right, this is getting too tangential. Maybe this will get cut. Anything else we want to say?
Remember, pasteurize your milk and always have a safe word.
Yeah, pasteurize your milk. Don't spend that much on a sex toy. Like, you could just take a car motor and just use that.
I love how you're trying to sound like you know what you're on about.
I don't know anything. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Thanks for making it this far.
Thank you for making it this far. I'm not sure how we made it this far. We're recording it. Join us next time. We'll be doing a Halloween special.
Ooh.
And we'll try and make it spooky. If you like the show, you know the drill. Every other person says this as well.
Yeah.
So do the things.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
That's it.
Them, yeah. That's the words I'm looking for. And we hope to see you next. Well, we won't see you next time. This isn't some kind of weird hack that lets us watch you through your phone while you listen to it. That would be weird.
Well,
I don't know where we got that idea from.
Alright then, next time...
Also-
Ignore me.
Also, if you've anonymously written a fan fiction about cows, tell your friends about our podcast and be like, so you can subtly brag that you
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
it's
you
done really
See, on
well
that
without
reviewed, yeah.
giving yourself away.
If you happen to be an anonymous cow writing author, first of all, Stephen King, love your work. Second of all, if you want to get in touch, we will keep your secret.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
Right.
course.
We're very good at keeping secrets.
yeah. See you, Stephen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Can I please get your autograph, Stephen King? I won't tell anyone about your cow erotica.
so yeah, next time that we vomit our verbal diarrhea onto the airwaves, we kind of hope you're listening.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. As we shit into the microphone verbally. I'm glad your ears are here for
As you
it.
listen to 30 to 45 minutes of three grown-ass adults farting into the microphone.
Maybe that should be our April Fools.
No.
Now I've said,
40
now I've
minutes of
said it,
fart
and thus
sounds.
it shall be.
Right, I think that's enough.
It's
good
been enough
night,
for a
everyone.
while now. Right, come on.